When you hear car chase, what do you think of? Is it words like action or excitement? Is it images of cars swerving through corners at top speed? The Starsky and Hutch Gamecube game from 2003 sought to do something no one else had ever done. Something so brave and genre-defying. Something so unthinkable that it would change the world of gaming as we know it. They sought to make a low-speed car chase game with no action or excitement. Starsky and Hutch wasn't all bad. It definitely had its moments of engaging gameplay, action-packed sequences, and riveting storytelling.
It had a fresh paint job, and it was bad. Something about that paint job told our heroes that their troubles were just beginning.
From the very beginning, they do a very bizarre job setting the scene. Basically, all you learn in this opening scene is that they play by their own rules, you're in Bay City. Oh, and Starsky likes hamburgers. That's important for some reason.
Now Starsky likes his burgers, and anytime things get quiet, he's looking to eat.
Sure you don't want one, Hutch?
So they kinda just thrust the player into the game world without a lot of information other than to take down the car you're chasing. They don't give a lot of details on the mechanics of the game, which had I understood things like the aiming system and bizarre viewer rating system, I probably would have enjoyed playing Starsky and Hutch a lot more from the beginning. The only tutorial is on screen while trying to catch a bad guy, and it was easy to miss some of it. The controls in general are basic and intuitive, which I like a lot. It made me miss the days when I could just pick up a game and play without learning intricate controls to maximize my experience. The aiming system is annoying and auto-locks onto something based on where your car is pointed. What they failed to tell you is that the smaller the yellow circle is, the better shot you have, and if it's red, that's going to do the most damage. So I spent most of the time spamming the A button relentlessly until my thumb begged for mercy. They also have this strange viewer rating system they don't explain much, and it's basically your score for each mission, but having it drop to 0 is the only way to fail a mission. Every time you go off a jump or shoot a bad guy, or a VR bonus point chip, it goes up. But if you do something wrong, like shoot an ally or crash into the scenery, it'll go down. I tried to wrap my head around what they were going for with this concept of a viewer rating that Starsky and Hutch is aware of. It's almost like some obscure meta self-aware concept, which makes me question if I'm actually playing as Starsky and Hutch, or if I'm playing as the actors who play them.
Like it, partner. Sure looks like it. Far out!
Anyways, the game's pretty easy at first. The real challenge is to not get bored from the slow car chases and the repetitive missions where you non-stop shoot at one really strong car for 10 minutes. You're invincible, there's unlimited ammo, which would be cool if those were cheat codes and not just the default setting for playing the game. But I pushed through the repetitive gameplay to find some interesting storylines or some varied missions.
Song, partner. You waste ace, man.
I knew it was a bad sign when I was only on the second mission, and I was already hoping for a way to spice up the slow car chases. So I got pretty excited when the fellas in the van started shooting at me. I thought perhaps the stakes were raised. I was pretty disappointed to discover that their shooting didn't do any damage or slow me down in any way. The story started to get a little weird after I finished this mission, so I was definitely starting to get kind of intrigued.
Read him his rights, Hutch. Anything you might want to say, loser?
I ain't saying nothing to you cops. I know what happens to squealers.
While Starsky wrapped up the business of arresting the suspect, Hutch spotted the van. It had a fresh paint job, and it was bad. Something about that paint job told our heroes that their troubles were just beginning.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's a bit of a stretch to to say that a paint job could mean so much to detectives in this situation. I don't know, I just feel like it would just be a strange fact that the paint is still wet on a car after racing through the city, getting air dried. I don't know, I'm no expert though. This next mission was pretty uninteresting. I pushed through it, and at the end of it, again, they start talking about the paint jobs. What is it with the paint jobs? It is not a good device for telling a story. It is not an interesting clue for a detective story. I don't understand it. Why are you doing it?
Another paint job? Where'd the car come from, punk?
Another badly painted set of wheels, and another crime. The clues had to be connected. But this time, our two cops get lucky. The driver squeals a name. He says he got the car from a guy named Little Louie. Whoever that was, his days were numbered.
So basically in the next mission, you chase down Louis, catch him, and he's willing to cooperate and snitch on whoever he's working for. But first you have to protect him. And the protect missions are the worst because the aiming system is so bad and you can only shoot them 3 times before you fail. The aiming system is so bad and frustrating, so a mission based around having to not shoot someone is about the worst idea you could have. It is terrible.
We were meant to get him there in one piece.
Somehow that didn't seem on the cards, partner.
Saturday night's all right. That's great.
So I finally completed the mission, and I was rewarded with this amazing cutscene. Look at the animation, notice the beautiful writing. You can just feel that voice acting.
Some house, man.
You said you wanted safe? Well, this is safe. Now, what's on your mind?
Just like the rat that he is, Little Louie is only thinking of his own neck. So he drops the name, Carlton Breezy. Says the guy is in the auto body business, runs a new auto repair. Man, that cat's a bad wind blowing. Just how bad? Starsky and Hutch would soon find out.
So I realized this wasn't the highest budget game, so I can forgive a little bit of weird voice acting or weird storytelling tactics. But this game is just too much. I just was baffled when I was playing it. But anyways, we're now on the boss for the first act, and it is no more exciting than the rest of it. But after another rootin' tootin' button mashing car chase, I beat it, and I pushed on because I wanted to know how to stop these criminals in Bay City. I wanted to know where they're coming from. I was invested in this story.
Their history. You ain't got nothing on me. The cash is mine.
Can it, Breezy? You're nailed.
That Breezy wiggles like a worm on a hook. But the pile of bucks in the trunk was all Starsky and Hutch needed to put him away for good. Seems like little Breezy was nothing but a load of hot air after all. As our main men relax with Breezy behind bars, they share a drink and shoot the breeze with yours truly.
So, Huggy, you ever heard of this Breezy?
Oh, not on my beat, man. He's a new name to me.
Let's hope he sings some more new names, eh, Huggy?
Hey, excuse me, gentlemen. I got some important business right over here.
I just wanted to make sure you know that I have not altered these clips in any way. This is how they are in the game. The sound mixing is bad. There's weird sounds here and there. I don't know, this is just how it is in the game, is weird.
Saturday night catches our fellas at the Star Casino. Not that they had any gambling in mind.
Hey, Tammy. What time you quitting tonight?
10:30. You sticking around?
This just in. Carlton Breezy has today been denied bail on charges
There's
of
our
armed
man, Hutch.
robbery. The 43-year-old who was
Breezy?
apprehended last week and
There sure have been a lot of people asking about him recently.
I heard a rumor he had bread tied up in this place.
Let's hope someone's keeping it safe for him, huh, partner?
Downtown, things were getting hot at the pork factory. And we ain't talking sweet and sour here. This guy's a real lowlife by the name of Paulo. Calls himself the Pig. So this little piggy decides to help himself to a slice of Breezy's action, while Breezy is in lockdown.
So the second act begins with a bang. You have to chase a guy down on a trike, and it is wild. They did not design it very well at all. And then there's another protection style mission, but they switched it up this time, and the guy you need to protect is inside the car you're chasing. It's pretty crazy.
See, just like the little rat that he is, Swan figures he can save his own neck by being a snitch. Yeah, he's only gonna talk if he and his little bambinos are safely off the street.
Okay, Eddie. You tell us what you know, and we'll organize a nice little vacation for everyone. Now talk!
Eddie sang to our guys about the Pig's plan to take out one of Breezy's joints. He wasn't sure which one, but he gave our guys enough to put the Pig right in the frame.
At this point, my frustration with this game was starting to peak, and I really was over it, and I kept failing this mission because my viewer rating would run out. I shortly learned some tricks after to help that. Anyways, I got stuck on the highway exit, and the driving's so terrible, it took me forever to get out, and then the car I was chasing after also got stuck, and I had to go try and get it out, and I ended up just sitting there beside it, shooting for 2 minutes until I destroyed the car. And then I still had to go catch up with the car I was supposed to protect, because the game couldn't just register that all the bad guys were eliminated and the mission was over. For some reason I had to be within proximity to the guy I was protecting in order to complete the mission.
Starsky came out of the ship.
Now Starsky and Hutch had to be on their toes. The $64,000 question was, which one of Breezy's joints would be hit and when?
Place your bets, gentlemen.
Nah, lady. We're just cashing in, all of it. Just put the bread in the bag. Nice and easy.
Hey! Put me down!
Let's get out of here.
Looks like Hutch's lady is being taken for a ride.
So you finally catch the bank truck and then the convertible car where you thought that Tammy was, and she's not there. And big surprise, you gotta go chase down someone else to find out where she is. They're talking about making an exchange. I'm not really sure what they'd be trading. I guess Tammy for nothing? I don't know.
That creep Paulo set up Tammy as bait in a little game of cat and mouse. Now there's no time to lose, or Tammy's on a one-way trip to hell.
Shame, such a pretty face.
You freak!
I've got your girl, Hutch. I want my money, you hear? Now listen carefully, or she gets minced.
This last mission of the second act is a huge grind. It is way too long. You basically just have to drive to various points in the city that this guy tells you to drive to, and pick up the phone, and then it'll tell you the next location. But it goes on for way too long, and it's really worn me down, this game, how tedious it is. And then when I'm almost to the end of the mission, I find this creepy ass amusement park. Look at these clowns. Is it called Doppies? What does that say? Duffies? Dobies? Drawfies. Oh yeah, typical clown name. Great. Wonderful. When I finally got to the warehouse, all it was a maze that was so confusing. I did not understand it at all. I could figure it out, but my patience was already tested, so I figured it was time to set this game down. Have you guys played this game? Does anyone like this game? Am I crazy? Is this game bad? Is this game good? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the content. I'll be posting every 2 weeks. If you want to subscribe, throw me a like if you liked the video. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments. Thanks so much for watching.